Hey y'all, welcome to the Crafty Cove. If you like farmhouse decor on a Dollar Tree budget, you are definitely in the right place. If you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you become part of our YouTube family. I just want to say congratulations to Pamela McDermott for being the winner of our 5,000 subscribers giveaway. I am so excited about this, and I just want to say thank you to all of my subscribers, old and new. Y'all mean the world to me. We're going to get right into today's video with DIY number 1. We've only got 2 DIYs in this video today. So for this, I'm using a pack of the tumbling tower blocks from the Dollar Tree. I do not use a full pack. Here you see I've got 4 stacks of, I think there's 6. Yeah, 4 stacks of 6. And I'm gluing them in 4 different times. So each stack is going to be individually glued. You all are going to see here in a minute what I'm saying. I'm so sorry. It's early in the morning and I'm trying to do a voiceover. So, but anyway, I'm just gluing 6 of these together end to end, and I'm going to do the same exact thing on all 4 stacks. So you're going to end up with 4 strips of 6 tumbling tower blocks. Here you go. I'm showing you right now. You've got 4 strips of the 6 tumbling tower blocks. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take, I want to say 9. There's 9 here, and we're going to glue 3 together at a time. So 3 sections of 3. Y'all, this is a little confusing. You can see what I'm doing here, hopefully better than the way I'm explaining it. And then we're going to take these 3 strips and we are going to glue these 3 together. Don't forget, y'all can find me on Instagram at CraftyCove_DIY, where I get a little bit more personal into my personal life and go a little deeper into my projects. So y'all check me out over there. But anyway, I decided that wasn't big enough, so I did 1 more strip of 3 and glued that to that right there. Okay, y'all can see. I'm so sorry about these instructions today. Next, I'm going to take 4 tumbling tower blocks. And these, instead of gluing end to end, I'm going to glue side by side. So I glue 4 together, put those to the side, and glue 4 more together, gluing those side by side. And I'm just wiping the glue off as I go, just to make it a little easier on me when it comes time to paint. Now that we've got those 8 all glued, we're going to glue those together. So the 2 sets of 4 will be glued together. Now we're going to take and do the same exact thing. We're going to do 2 sets of 4 side by side again, and then glue those 2 sets of 4 together. Does that make sense, y'all? Now we will add to that later, but I'll do that when we get to it in the video because that piece wasn't quite big enough. So now what we're going to do is take one of our longer strips, one of our strips with 6 Jenga or tumbling tower blocks on it. We're going to glue it to the front of that longest piece down there. So, and then we're going to glue 1 on one side and 1 on the other side. After we get that finished, we're going to flip it over, flip it down, and we're going to take one of the sets of 8 and we're going to glue that right to the middle. We're making a little shelf, a windmill shelf. Once we get that glued to the middle, we'll take our other 2 longer strips and glue those on the back, the exact same way that we glued to the front. Now we've got our piece put together, and this is when I realized that my top piece is not big enough. So I go ahead and just add 2 more tumbling tower blocks to that set of 8. And then I am just going to put some hot glue on the tips there, and we're going to glue that shelf down. So now we've got it all, or almost all, put together. Next, I'm going to take some skewer sticks from the Dollar Tree, cut them down to the size that I need, and these cut perfectly with scissors. And we're going to make an X, 2 X's on this piece, on the back side of this piece. 1 there at that top and 1 also at the bottom. And again, all I have used for glue on this is hot glue, and I have had 0 trouble with this. It has stayed together. I've not had any breakage. I mean, it holds things. So If you want to use another adhesive, by all means do that. But for me, the hot glue worked out perfectly, other than all the little strings, and you can see all that hot glue, those hot glue pieces down there. But we all know how that goes. Now I'm going to take some Waverly chalk paint. I want to say this is Silver Linings, maybe. It may not be. I'll try to find that and put it in the description box. And we're going to paint this entire piece. Skewer sticks, everything. Tops and bottoms of shelves. You can see right here where we've got it all painted. Now we're going to take some black chalkboard paint and a stencil brush from the Dollar Tree and just start distressing again throughout this entire piece. Every piece of tumbling tower blocks gets a little bit of distressing. After we've got that finished, we're going to take one of these yard stakes from the Dollar Tree with the windmill on it. I'm going to take the part off that says welcome. And after we get that off, we're going to take off the stake part. And to do that, y'all, all you have to do is wiggle that back and forth and it will come off. You can see right here how easily that came off. Now we are going to glue our windmill to the back side of our shelf. Just running a bead of hot glue, sticking our windmill down. Now, in order to give this a little more stability, I went ahead and used some nautical rope and went all the way around this top shelf. And this really helps to hold that windmill into place so it's not always trying to fall over. So again, just nautical rope and hot glue all the way around. I'm not sure exactly why I showed you me doing this all the way around. Anyway, get it to the back, cut it off, and then I just used a lighter to get some of those wispies off of the rope, and that is it. And here is our finished project. I'm so sorry about the tutorial today and not being able to get my words out. I appreciate y'all. I hope you like this. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. Again, Crafty Cove is all about farmhouse decor on a Dollar Tree budget, and I am so excited to have each and every one of you here. I get asked a lot, how can you help my channel? If you'd like to help, you can always buy me a coffee. I will have that link in the description box below. DIY number 2 and our final DIY for today. This is a really short video. We're going to use another box of tumbling tower blocks. For this, I'm going to take 12 of the tumbling tower blocks and I'm going to glue them end to end. I'm going to do this 4 times. So at the end, you will have 4 strips of 12. Hopefully that came out a little bit better than the way the first one came out. I just could not find my words to get it out what exactly I was trying to say. I just have my Cricut mat out there just to kind of keep me having a straight line, but I didn't even use it, so it was really, it didn't do any good for me to have it out. But again, make 4 sets of 12 tumbling tower blocks glued end to end. Now, after we've got all 4 of those done, we're going to take 2 of them and glue them together. So we're just going to glue them side by side, 2 of them. Now we're going to take one of them and we're going to run a bead of hot glue along the edge of that first one, along the top edge of that first side, and glue this one standing up. We're making like a little trowel. And then we're going to turn it around and do the same exact thing on the other side. You can see here I'm calling it a little trowel that I'm making. After we get that finished, we are going to take some Waverly Antique Wax, Waverly Antique Wax. And all I'm doing is brushing it on and then wiping it off with a paper towel. I do all sides of this. I do the inside of the trowel, the outside, the bottoms, the tops, the sides. Every bit of this gets a coat of Waverly Wax in antique. After we've got that finished, sorry about the headshot there with all the gray hair, we're going to take these little wood pieces that I find at the Dollar Tree in packs. You can also get them at Walmart. They're the squares instead of the rectangles. I'm going to take 4 of these and I'm going to paint 2 good coats on 3 of them. Fronts, backs, all around the edge, everything. 2 good coats. On the last one, we're only going to do 2 coats on one side and along the edges. we're going to do a little something different on that one. So I'm basically making, like, you know, the little Scrabble pieces that you see on tiered trays. I'm making one of those, but I'm making a full-sized one instead of one for a tiered tray. So now we've got all those painted. Here's the one that we only painted one side. I'm going to use some buffalo check vinyl from the Dollar Tree. Y'all know I love this stuff. Put it on this side of the square that is not painted, and then we are just going to cut it down to have a really crisp edge. After that, we're going to take some decals that I made on my Cricut. Y'all, my handwriting's awful. If you can hand letter, I would hand letter this. It would be beautiful. I cannot. That's why I own a Cricut, because I know that I cannot do this. So I put an H on one, an M on one, and an E on the other. Of course, the buffalo check one is going to become our O, and I'll show you in just a second how we do that. I think this piece turned out super, super cute and high-end. If you were to buy this in a store, I'd almost be afraid of how much it would cost, you know, like Hobby Lobby or anything like that, because we all know farmhouse decor is so expensive. After we've got all those finished, we're going to take a eucalyptus branch from the Dollar Tree. I just take one piece off of it, fold it into like a circle, take some baker's twine and wrap it around the end there just to get it into the circle like I want it. Then I glue it down on the center of our buffalo check piece there. Make a little bow to go at the bottom there so you can't see all the twine. And that is it. How stinking cute. And honestly, y'all, this cost me about $2.50 to $3. You'll never find it like that at a store for that price. So here's our final reveal with all of our projects. I truly hope y'all enjoyed this video. Again, thank you for all of the love and all of the support that you show me and my channel. It honestly means more to me than you will ever possibly know. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for watching. Y'all come back now. You hear?